Just a simple seated position, cross legs. You can sit on a block if you like. You can grab a blanket, roll up a blanket, sit on the blanket, or even a bolster. All right, rest your hands on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. We'll take a few quiet moments right here. And check in with yourself. And examine your reasons for being on your mat today. What brought you here? As you inhale, fill your lungs. And as you exhale, empty completely. Let everything go. A little connection with your breath here. So much of our yoga practice is led by our breath. Maybe take a moment here to set an intention for your practice today. Different than a goal, different than nailing a pose you've been working on. An intention is something a little more personal, something a little deeper inside. Now open your eyes, sit up nice and tall, lengthen your spine, lift your chin, and bring your head over your heart. We make plenty of room for our lungs here. We'll take a nice big inhale, reach and stretch up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do that 2 more times, just like that. Connecting movement and breath. Inhale. And exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Now take your fingers behind your head. Interlace your fingers. And then gently lean your head into your hands and look up. Spread your elbows. And exhale, round your back. Tuck your chin and bring your elbows together. Inhale, lift and open. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, Opening wide. And exhale. Now drop your hands down and fold in, hinging from your hips. So fold in as far as is accessible for you. So you could come down on your elbows, you can stay on the palms, just find a place there where you begin to open into the hip of the leg you have in front. Walk your hands over off the right side of your mat, bringing your chest maybe over your right knee, cross the left wrist over, and then lower your head down. Lift your forehead back up and walk your hands back to center. And then we'll walk out to the left. Same thing. Cross the right wrist over, bring your chest over your left knee and lower your head. Now lift your forehead and walk your hands back to center and back in toward your legs. Let's bring the inside foot out. Plant your right hand, inhale the left hand up, straight up, and exhale the left hand down. Inhale, left hand up again. And exhale. This time, let's inhale this left hand up and over, bend a little bit into the right elbow. Turn your heart up slightly, rotating the left shoulder back. And then we'll lower this left hand back down. Take a moment there, neutralize your spine. And then slide your left hand out. We'll do the very same thing, other side. Inhale, right hand straight up. And exhale down. Right hand up, inhale. Exhale. This time, same thing as we did on the other side. Inhale up and over, bending slightly into the left elbow. And then rotate your right ribs up. And lower the right hand. Now take your hands right out in front and we'll walk the hands out, folding, this time hinging from your hips with the other leg in front. Let's walk the hands off the left side of the mat, cross the right wrist over and lower your head. Walk back to center. And then off the right side of the mat, crossing the wrist. Walk back to center and walk your hands in. Now let's plant the hands right out in front, index fingers facing the top of the mat, and place your hands down about shoulder width apart. Swing the legs up under and bring your knees underneath your hips. And push through your hands, lift the space around your heart up. When you inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze and let your tailbone lift. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Inhale, again, drop your belly, look up, push through your hands and lift. Exhale. And inhale. Once more. And exhale. Settle back right in the center. Take the right toes to the back of the mat. Take a moment here to press the right heel back. Bring your shoulders back up over your hands and lift the right leg. Inhale right there. Exhale, bring the right knee in toward the right arm, maybe touch. Inhale, long. Exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, extend. Once more, exhale. And inhale, long. Reach your left hand straight out in the front. Turn your gaze down toward your mat and level out your hips and shoulders. As you inhale, extend forward and back. Exhale, set everything down. Hand, knee, and foot. Come back to center. And take the left toes to the back of the mat. Press the left heel back. Shift your weight back. And then bring your shoulders back up over your hands and lift your left leg. Inhale there. Exhale, tap and touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale. And once more, exhale. And inhale. Reach your right hand straight out in front. And again, turn your gaze down to the mat. Level out your hips and shoulders. One more breath in. And exhale, set everything down. Turn your toes down to the mat. Lift your hips up and press back for downward facing dog. And press your chest back toward your thighs. Drop your head right down between your biceps. And imagine if you could see yourself from the side, you're making this long upside down V with two straight legs, straight from hips to heels, and nice and long and straight from hips to wrists. One more inhale right here. And then take as many steps as you need. As you exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Slide your hands up your shins. Lift about halfway up and lengthen your spine. Your gaze is right down on the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out as you fold. Put a slight bend in the knees and roll all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle around and up. Now bend your elbows out to the side and turn around to the right. We'll turn forward, reach back up, palms together, forward fold. Inhale, long spine, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step your feet to the back of the mat for plank pose. So lower your knees here in your plank if you like, or keep your knees lifted. Take a breath, bend the elbows. As you exhale, lower all the way down as your elbows graze your ribs. Release the tops of the feet. Inhale for cobra. Roll your shoulders down and back. Exhale. Push up to your hands and knees. And downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths right there. Big breath in as you press back and lift your hips. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, hands to your heart. Circle around and up, breathe in. Bend your elbows, turn to the left. Inhale, around and back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step your feet to the back of the mat. Plank pose, knees up or down, your choice. As you exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale. Hands and knees, downward facing dog. Take a moment right there, recenter and reset. Breathe in and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, fold. Roll up, reach up. And hands to your heart. We'll flow through that same thing, right and left, with the twist. One more time. Circle around and up. Bend your elbows and turn to the right. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, turn forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, step to plank. Your version of plank, and lower down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. And fold. Breathe out. Roll up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, circle around and up. Breathe in. Turn to the left, take that twist. Breathe out. Inhale, turn forward, reach up. And fold. Breathe out. Inhale, long. Exhale, step back and descend. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high and let your heels sink low, not necessarily to touch the mat, just to lengthen there. Breathe in and step to the top of the mat. Inhale long and exhale, fold. But bend your knees and sit your hips back. Sweep your hands forward and up. Keeping a nice bend in the knees. Hips are sitting back. So this is chair pose because we pretend there's a chair. We're about to sit down, but not quite sit down. So chair pose has a lot of options. You can take a kind of a high chair, or you can take a lower chair, depending on how you're feeling today. Inhale, and exhale to fold. Inhale, long spine. Fold over, plant your hands, and this time we'll step only just the right foot to the back of the mat. Spin the right heel down, bend into the left knee, and go ahead right here. Bring this left knee stacked over the left ankle. Push, push, push through the left leg, and we'll take both hands straight out in front here. We'll be reaching the hands up in a moment, but I want us to get set up first. Take your left hand to your left hip, reach that right hand forward, and let's go ahead and bend into that left leg, stacking left knee over left ankle, letting that right hip rotate around forward. And then when you're ready, we'll take both hands up overhead. Hold and breathe. Doing kind of a back to basics class today, which is valuable if you're new to yoga, but it's valuable if you've been practicing a long time. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bring both hands down and spin the right heel up as you come down. We'll step the left foot back for plank. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out as you step to the top of the mat. Inhale long. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees and sit your hips back. Sweep your hands up. Chair pose. Sitting as low or as high as you feel comfortable today. Let's take a look down at our feet here though. We want our feet parallel. So heels are not turned in or out. Most of your weight is in your heels. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, step the left foot back. Spin the left heel down. Bend into that right knee. And we'll lift both hands up, reaching straight out in front. Setting up our warrior one here on this side. Take your right hand to your right hip. Let this left hand pull the left hip forward. And then we'll reach both hands up. Holding here a couple of breaths. So we want the left pinky toe maybe in contact with the mat and back. Traditional lineup for your feet is your front heel lines up with the back arch, but that may be too narrow for you. You can certainly walk out and give yourself some more room. Inhale and exhale down, spin the left heel up. Step the right foot back, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Step to the top of the mat. Long spine. Breathe in. Fill your lungs. Exhale. Let it all go. Bend the knees. Sit the hips back. Reach up. Chair pose. So we'll repeat the same sequence, but we'll add a little bit on this time. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step the right foot back. Inhale, warrior one, reaching straight on up to the ceiling this time. Nice big breath. And exhale, open those arms out. Same legs, different arms. Feels way different in the hips though, right? Left hand forward, right hand back. Inhale. And big arms all the way down as you exhale. Step to plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Big breath in. Step all the way up, top of the mat. Long spine, inhale. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, sweep your hands up. Chair pose, just one breath up. And fold. Lengthen, inhale. And step the left foot back on the exhale. Inhale, warrior one. Bringing that right knee over the right ankle. And then open out, warrior two. So we're looking right down the right hand, past the fingertips. Lift your heart, lengthen your spine. Inhale. And exhale all the way down. Step to plank. Chaturanga, Dandasana, lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, long. And exhale, fold. Chair pose, sweep your hands up. We'll repeat the sequence again. We'll add on again this time. Inhale here. And exhale, fold. Inhale, long. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, warrior one. Facing the top of the mat. Exhale, warrior two. Now turn your left palm up and reach over and back. Reverse warrior. So rest your right hand down somewhere on your right leg for support. Now, while you're still reaching back, straighten into the left leg. Reach your right hand up to grab the left wrist. Still getting that long side bend all the way down your left side. And bend back into the left knee. Breathe in. Exhale back to warrior two. Take a breath. And lower all the way down. Step to plank. Lower down all the way to your belly. Inhale, back bend to your own degree. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. And step to the top of the mat. Inhale long. Fold forward. Chair pose. And fold. Long spine. Breathe out as you step the left foot back, turn the left heel down. Inhale, both hands high. Warrior one, warrior two. Turn the right palm up, reach over and back. Resting your left hand on your left leg and supporting yourself there. Begin to feel that nice long side bend all the way down your right side. And then reach your left hand up to grab the right wrist. Still leaning back. Straighten into the right leg. And then bend back into that right knee. One more breath in. Open out, warrior two. Inhale. And exhale all the way down. Step to plank. And descend. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Nice big breath. Step to the top of the mat. We'll repeat this sequence one more time, adding on one more pose. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, warrior. And exhale back to warrior two. Here's where we'll add on. So we'll keep this left knee bent. Begin to lean forward and take your left elbow down to the left thigh. Reach the right hand straight up to the ceiling. Option here to take this left hand down inside your left foot or to a block there. Or you can keep the left elbow on the thigh. Whichever version you've taken there with your left hand. Let's reach the right hand straight out past the crown of your head. One more breath here. And reach that right hand straight back up. Turn your gaze down to the mat. Begin to straighten out through that left leg just enough that you can push back up, lifting both hands back out, warrior two. Breathe in. And exhale all the way down. Step to plank pose. Chaturanga, lower down. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Fill your lungs. Inhale. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale long. Exhale, fold. Reach your hands up as you breathe in for our last chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Long spine, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And back to warrior two. Keeping the right knee bent, begin to lean forward and take the right elbow down to the right thigh. Nice, generous bend in the right leg. And reach the left hand up. And take that right hand down inside your foot if you did on the other side. Side angle pose. Now let's turn the left ribs up toward the ceiling as you turn your heart toward the left. And then extend your left hand out long, extended side angle, turning those left ribs up toward the ceiling. Hold and breathe. One more breath. And breathe out. Reach your left hand up to the ceiling and turn your gaze down to the mat. Push to the right foot. We'll lift back up, warrior two. Just a breath. And lower down. Step to plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale. And downward facing dog. Look up between your thumbs and take a few steps. Walk to the top of the mat. Changing gears a little bit here. Bend your knees slightly. Roll all the way up to stand. Let's take a moment to reset. Bring your head over your heart and your heart over your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Let your arms drop right down by your side. Feel that great alignment in your body. See how it feels. And we'll try to keep the head over the heart and the heart over the hips as we go into a balance posture, tree pose. Let's bring your hands to your heart. Shift your weight to your left foot. There's three options here for tree pose. First option is to turn this right knee out and place the sole of the foot against the left ankle. Option number two is slide the foot up on the calf, not on the knee, but on the calf. Once that foot's lifted, let's make sure the left hip is pulled in and we're standing up nice and tall. Option number three, pull the sole of the foot inside the left thigh, press the two together, keeping the right knee opened out. Find something to stare at, like a laser beam. And then pull this left hip in. If you would like, maybe reach both hands up. Turn your focus inward here. Breathe. If you need to step in and out, it's fine. Sometimes we wobble, sometimes we step out. We do that in life too, right? We step back in. Slowly bring your hands back in and set the right foot down. Lots of work for the left leg. Let's take a moment, reset. We'll come back to that body alignment. Head over heart, heart over hips. Drop your hands right down by your hips. See how that feels in your body right there. And then bring your hands to your heart. Shift your weight, this time to your right foot. Option number 1, turn the left knee out and place the sole of the foot against the ankle. Toes can rest on the mat here if you like. Option number 2, go ahead and find your focal point. In Sanskrit, it's called drishti. Somewhere outward. Slide your foot up on your calf if you like. We'll keep that left knee open and pull the right hip in. And then, of course, if you like, bring the sole of the foot inside the right thigh. Open that left knee out. Breathe. If you like, we'll take both hands high. And feel your balance shift. One more breath. Slowly bring your hands back to your heart. And then we'll set that left foot down. Take a moment. Circle around and up. Inhale. And fold forward. Place your fingertips down on the mat and bend your knees a little bit to make that accessible. Heel toe your feet out. A little wider than hip width, or maybe all the way to the edge of the mat. We'll keep all the toes facing forward here. Now hinge from your hips. Keep your spine long and fold in. Let your head and your neck droop down. See if you can completely relax in your neck and your shoulders. Let the weight of your head lengthen out through your neck. Then maybe hold opposite elbows here. Some people call this ragdoll because we just want to hang loose here. Release the elbows. Lift up about halfway with a long spine. And then reach your right hand over for the left ankle or maybe the calf. Fold on in. And reach your left hand up toward the ceiling. Lower the left hand, fold in. Inhale, lift up halfway. As you fold, reach your left hand for the right ankle or the other side. And then float that free arm up to reach for the ceiling. And then lower your hands right in front of you. Inhale, long spine. Heel toe back in. Cross your ankles. Bend your knees. Have a seat right about the center of your mat. Take both feet right out in front, knees bent. Hold behind your knees and roll all the way back onto your back. Pull both knees into your chest. Hug your shins. Hold your right shin and extend the left leg all the way down, resting the left heel at the far end of your mat. Release your left hand straight out to the side. Reach your right hand inside the right knee, underneath the inside of the right foot. Hook the fingers right underneath. Keep that right knee bent and turn the sole of the foot up to face the ceiling, tucking the right knee in there close to your right arm. And if it doesn't work to hold your foot, you can hold your ankle or your calf. Looking to open the hip here. Bring your right knee back to center, hold the shin. And bring your left knee in next to your right. Recenter. And hold your left shin, extend that right leg all the way out. Rest the heel down. Open the right arm out to the side. And then reach your left hand inside the left leg, underneath the foot. When you're ready, when it feels right, turn the sole of the foot up to the ceiling. Tuck that left knee in close to your left arm. We'll release all those negative emotions we store in our hips. Let it all go. Bring your left knee back to center and your right knee in next to your left. Hold your shins. Now open both arms out to each side. Take a big breath here. As you exhale, drop both knees over to the right. So we're rolling onto the right hip and keeping the left shoulder down close to the mat as much as possible. We get this long, beautiful twist. If it feels right for you, turn your head so that you're facing your left hand, but only if that feels okay for your neck. If your head is turned, roll back onto the back of your head. Bring your knees back up to center. Lengthen out your spine. Envision your head, your neck, your spine, all in one straight line down the midline of your mat. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, this time drop your knees over to the left. Letting that right shoulder stay down low, close to the mat. If you did on the other side, and if it feels okay, maybe turn your gaze toward your right hand. If your head is turned, roll back onto the back of your head. And bring both knees back up. Come back to center here and hold your shins. Now this time, let's reach both hands down inside, just like we did before, one side and then the other. Place the backs of your hands together, thumbs facing down. Reach in between and grab the undersides of your feet. And then just like before, we'll turn both soles of the feet to face the ceiling, tucking the knees in close, getting as much space between your knees and your feet as you have, as you're able. Bring both knees back to center. Hold the shins. Lower one foot and then the other to plant them right behind your hips. We'll bring the feet, the knees, the thigh bones, all about hip width apart. And reach your hands down toward your hips or your heels. Inhale, press your low back down. As you exhale, press both hips straight up. Bridge pose. One more inhale right here. As you exhale, lower your hips slowly. Now, relax your neck, your shoulders. Turn your arms out to the side. Rest the backs of the hands down. Let your fingers curl naturally so everything's relaxed, shoulder to fingertips. Then start with whichever leg feels right. Slide one foot all the way out, then the other. Let's go through that same process here for the legs. Let your ankles flop open. Relax all the way from hips down to heels. This is our last pose today. Bring your awareness back to your space. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Reach your arms out long for a big stretch. To slide your feet in, rock your knees side to side, and let your knees fall all the way to your favorite side. Rest your head on your arm. Extend your top leg long. Push yourself up to a simple seated position. We'll end the way we began with a little moment of thinking about how we feel. So if you consider and compare how you felt before you started and how you feel now, you're probably feeling a little relaxed, a little calm, a little chill. That's the yoga high. Inhale, reach both hands up overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Blessings. Glad you guys were here today. Hope you have a great weekend. It's Friday. It's my turn to teach hot yoga at Bliss downtown tomorrow. So if you want to come, you're invited. It's a $15 drop-in rate. It's a